Hello, welcome back. Today my dad and I are building a shed. This should be about as cheap and easy and big of a shed that you can build. It's as simple as it gets. Also, it's my birthday, so buy yourself a copy of my book. Sorry to interrupt. This is my book, Normal to Nomad. It is a handbook for modern freedom seekers. I wrote this the whole time that we were traveling, and then some once we landed, about all the things I was learning, principles, concepts, tactics, strategies to live on the road and save money. It's an encapsulation of all the things that I learned that allowed us to buy our land in cash and build our house debt-free, and how we made the money to do that, how we saved enough money to do that, the different things like food is fuel, frugality is freedom, minimalism concepts, kind of everything is encapsulated in this. And I wrote it for people who don't read books. It's very concisely written, or to the best of my ability, and has loads of pictures. So even if you don't read a bunch, you could probably cruise this in a couple days pretty easily. But once you read through it, there's plenty of stuff that is more like reference information that you can like flash back to. If you'd like a copy, order it at nomad.com. We'll have it in the description below. It's normaltonomad.com. Please get yourself a copy, and if you have a friend that would dig it, get them a copy too. That's all. We'll get back to the shed now. The shed we are building is primarily for our solar kit, because our new solar inverter is not outdoor rated, so it needs a weather enclosed situation to keep it safe. I decided to build an 8x8x8 shed because with plywood coming in 4x8 sheets, it's pretty cheap to build a shed that size, and then I can use it for a little workshop and stuff.
The idea with the shed build was to build the biggest, most affordable shed possible with common material dimensions. We decided to run our studs flat as opposed to the normal configuration, since we were using thick plywood to augment the structural integrity of the shed. Laying the studs flat made our corners easier to build and more solid, and the plywood is thick enough to support a fair bit of weight if I need to tack things like shelves or whatever to it.
Now we're getting our corners leveled out with cinder blocks, so then once we scoot this over, we can have a level base to build on. Oh, and cinder blocks like this, Elsa and I are so jazzed.
Oh my god.
Heck yes, I'm gonna have flat space to work on that's not the house.
This whole project was just an idea in my head. I didn't draw it, I just figured it out as we went. It feels really good to be able to think up how to build something and just do it.
So he's dead level, now we're filling him with gravel so that pack rats and stuff can't get in here.
Honestly though, I think I would have been capable of doing things like this all along. I just have the tendency to overanalyze things and tend to think of others as vastly more capable than I am. The truth is, with access to the internet and modern tools, we can all do far more than we think.
Okay.
This whole project is built knowing that I may want to or need to move it in the future. If we need to get skid steer forks under it, that'd be no problem. I opted not to insulate it for now, thinking I can pretty easily insulate the ceiling in the summer or install a little propane heater if it gets cold.
Came down to the lumber yard and the local metal shop to get our roofing. They got it done the same day. Some of our Amish buddies down here cranked out all of the roof panels in a couple hours. So we got our 12 footers that are gonna go for to build the roof situation, and then our roofing material, and then we're gonna put a door on top of this, and then we're rocking. And Dad had the genius idea to screw these down so we don't lose them. I think we're good. The local Amish guys stamped out our metal roofing material in like 2 hours, same day. It's crazy. I can't believe it that they said, yeah, just come by about 4 and we'll have it done. So here we are, here we go. Hello, welcome back to day 2 of the shed project. I think we have all of our materials. So now we just gotta get it done. We're so excited.
We're excited.
Yay, shed project, yay.
We really took our time with the foundation this go around. With the A-frame, I was trying to get it done as quickly as possible so our friend would have a place to stay. I skimped on the leveling and foundation, which haunted us throughout the build. Rodents are a pretty constant problem out here, both mice and pack rats. There's kind of 2 frames of thinking around this. We can either seal it to prevent rodents getting in, but then if they do get in, it's really hard to fish them out of there. Or we can leave more space to kind of make it less desirable for the rodents, and then the cats can access any of the spots that the rodents can't. We opted for the latter.
Go. Gosh, dang.
It's wild to think that I need a shed after living with so little in the scamp for so long. We live far enough from cities and hired help to where I need to do the majority of the building and fixing myself. This requires tools and materials, unfortunately. My options are to earn or learn. If I choose earn, I need to earn loads of money to pay others to do things for me on projects that I care a lot about, them typically only caring as much as they're being paid. Or I can learn and collect the tools and materials that I need to do things on my own. Again, I choose the latter.
Just gotta spin it around. And just pop it, screw it. Piece of plywood on this front, so it's like right on.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think we're good.
As you can see, we're kind of racing Mother Nature's clock, so I'll try to film as much as I can, but we need to get progress here. Is this rock gonna be in our way?
Oh, that rock. Put your left fingers. There you go.
Cool.
Nice. Let's get on top.
Okay, are we pretty solid?
I think so.
Little bandit! Come here, kitty! Look at that.
Oh.
Come on, bandit! Come on, bandit. Sorry, little bandit. That was all wet, huh? We're painting inside, and I poured too much paint on here because I'm an idiot. So now we gotta like finagle this outside and then pour the paint on the other ones.
See the front, this guy?
Yeah. We're gonna not use part of it for the door, but
Man, as heavy as this stuff is, this thing's gonna be really stable.
it's a new day. We got rained out quite like the whole day yesterday. Today, all we've done so far is frame up where our solar cables go in. So I'll show you that real quick. So we ripped this board so that it wasn't so cumbersome. And now our door is gonna go here. We somewhat accidentally got an open end door, so we had to refactor things, but the door is gonna open and swing this way because my Amish buddy Michael pulled down the wrong door for us and we didn't notice it. He very likely won't be watching this video, so we'll blame it on him. I don't know, I think it'll be great because then we don't have all the rubble and crap to get in our way when we open the door. So yeah, we're cutting a door hole, and then that way we can access it and start putting up the back panels and stuff.
This shed may not pass inspection some places because I chose to use thicker plywood rather than more studs, gaining structural integrity from the plywood rather than the studs. The normalization of building practices and code makes it easier to regulate while crippling people both creatively and financially. Building permits are pretty simple here, but many places have absurd building codes and requirements. I understand the necessity in the professional home building or corporate building space, but regulatory capture is specifically prevalent in the building and trade space. The nanny state and busybodies monitoring what others do maddens me. It's not just the intrusive nature of adult tattletales, but the fact that these regulations make it vastly more expensive to build things, requiring an architect, approved plans, loads of insulation, minimum square footage requirements, and expensive permits. People use the idea of safety and style preference to conceal the fact that they're trying to maintain their property value and can't stand the idea of a lower economic class person being their neighbor.
We just checked all of our levels, and they're about perfect, so.
Check it out, Odie.
Hard to frame the door?
Not super.
Wow, it's
we're gonna decide on our angle, start on the ceiling. And then we're gonna do our plywood ceiling, and then we'll put the roof kind of on top of that. Okay.
Great work.
Thank you. Now we're working on the roof. We're just gonna box it in and then put the roof panels on 2x4s on top of that. We're doing a 4-inch drop over 8 feet, so it's like a 1/2 inch drop, which should be fine for snow load. I gotta knock it off. If we get a giant snow, then that's fine. We can't do much more than 4 because it'll start to interfere with a header for the door.
I decided to make a simple box here and then put the roof on top of it, thinking that if I needed to insulate it next summer, I could pull the metal roofing and put batting underneath it. It also makes it easier to prevent rodents getting in, and it's simple to build.
We got the roof on. Can't really see it. What did you make for us?
The best salmon in the whole freaking world.
Salmon's from our friend Marlon and Rachel.
Salmon from Rhae and Rachel.
Backstrap.
From how did you get backstrap?
Well, we hunted it from James. Well, he shot the animal. I don't know if you
Linnea
say
called
that.
it
on
in.
here. I called in the bull. James shot the elk, and then we harvested the animal. Thank you, elk. Thank you, salmon.
Yeah, serious. This is really one of the most red salmon I've ever seen. Did you see the daikon from there?
No, I never did.
Oh my god!
I got distracted by the tattoos.
It was so big.
She's pretty tired.
Just like vegged out for like an hour. I laid down on the couch and
I'll probably do solids. I've been too overwhelmed.
Yeah.
What a beautiful meal.
She's
Nominate.
from what I remember,
That's how our interactions have always been. Is to try to create a relationship and offer to.
there's a whole other half of the movie.
What?
Yeah.
I laid these rafters this way to give as much strength as I could to the awning. We have very little covered outdoor space, so I really wanted to have the 4-foot overhang. Lots of roof screws and 6-inch screws went into this to hold everything down. It's pretty solid.
Hi, baby. Hi, Squishy. Hello. Hello. We did it. What do you think, Elsa?
It's like our house. It looks like it's always been here. And it's functional both inside and outside, which is cool. We'll be able to put like anything that you're doing that you don't want to do inside can just be done under this roof. We don't have an overhang like that anywhere on our property.
Okay, we got our floor done. So we got the underside painted. He's gonna flop in there, and then we'll cut the other one to fit over here. We got this supported and jacked up, and should be plenty solid. You described that perfect.
Nice.
That's crazy. That looks so good.
That's
So these supports, these two so that they can sit on cinder blocks so they're not like on 24s or 16s or whatever. We're just marking them so I can dig them up later if I need to. Just mocking up these same stud patterns on the plywood over there. This corner will be like this, so we'll put that on the corner of the plywood, and then we can just scribe around him, and then this one will be doubled up, so we'll scribe around him, and yeah, then it should fit decent. Got space over here. There it is.
We used this 2x4 to line up the top of the door with the top of the window. This door was a lot more expensive than I would have liked, but it's nice, and the shed was cheap, so I went for it. And the window was left over from the house build. We picked up some aspen posts for the overhang. Structurally, I think it would have been fine without them. I could walk on it without any flex, but I think it looks a bit less precarious with the posts, and they'll stop the roof coming up in nasty winds.
Oh, that's nice, huh?
We have learned to leave as much possibility for pivoting while building. It's near impossible to understand exactly how you'll use a space before doing so. An example here is the windows. I have some giant picture windows that would look really cool in here, but I want to build my workbench and shelving before deciding on where the windows may go. Also, an awning window may be better than the non-operable picture window, so I can leave it open without rain getting in.
Man, I like the way the floor came out.
I will be building out the inside of the shed in the near future, primarily to serve as a workshop. We'll stucco the outside when we finish stuccoing our house.
Here's the shed. I think it turned out awesome. If you want to build something like this, I bet you could do it for, I know I did it for well under $2,000, and it could have been cheaper if I saved money on the door and stuff and wasn't in such a rush. But I think it's about as cheap, sturdy, big, and easy as you can get for the money. You might be wondering why I didn't just buy a shed like pre-built. They're super expensive, like kind of $5,000 minimum, and they wouldn't be the dimensions that I wanted. So I built my own, and I prefer this one to the pre-built. Let's take a look inside. Right now, it's just a catch-all for all of my solar replacement stuff that I still need to ship out and tools, but eventually workbench that's like actually nice, probably workbench back there, bunch of storage, and then vented awning windows maybe on either side. This is our new solar kit. I'm really excited to tell you about it, but just a teaser for now. Yeah, I'll dig into it in a solar video. If you guys have any specific questions or concepts or things you want me to touch on in the upcoming solar video, let me know because I'll be working on that soon. And then, speaking of upcoming things, the sauna stove just delivered, so I'm gonna be working on that here these next couple weeks. I just got back from a wild and crazy hunting trip, actually 2 of them. So I'm gonna talk about that here soon. So we got sauna, awesome hunting video that I cannot wait to tell you about, and the solar video coming up soon. Yay! In the shed, I wanna just do all kinds of, kind of like Elsa treats her office now as like an arts and crafts space, but for my arts and crafts, like building arrows and sharpening knives. I want to get into building knives soon, and I have the stuff to do it. I just need to find the time and have an indoor working space to do it. Yeah, that's what you have to look forward to in the near future. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comments. And if you have any ideas or things for upcoming videos or topics for the next videos, like the hunting video or solar video or sauna video, like specific things within those you want me to touch on, drop those in the comments too. I read all the comments, and hopefully Elsa will be helping me build the sauna because we miss her. She's been super sleepy, but her and Odie are doing awesome. Okay, that's all. Thank you for watching today's video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.